Halo, it's Jang here with the Mega Construx, formerly Mega Bloks Collector Series Halo Banished Ghost Rush set. And it's from Halo Wars 2. A little bit of a misnomer to call it Ghost Rush, given that it's just one ghost, but let's check it out a little bit more closely. You see, this is a modified build, not just a simple recolor. This really is intended to look just like the ones from Halo Wars 2. It's got the Banished emblems or paint job, which is all printed stuff. Two pieces on the front are printed. There's one on the back you'll see as well. Got some of that kind of toothiness in the front and just a little bit of the trans blue showing through. They do still use the inverted round pieces to make it smooth, so that it's still kind of off the ground a little bit, but still able to be slid around for kids who actually want to play with this thing and not just display it. The Brute is able to sit in there pretty well, even with the weapon on the back. It comes with a clip to attach it. We'll of course take a closer look at the Brute. There's the other printed piece that I mentioned on the back, but there is no printed console. So there's plenty of space for the guy to see towards a console, what would have been a console there, but that piece is not printed. That's a little bit of a disappointment for me. It's just one thing I wish that this did have, or at least something coming down from above or something. All of this actually just rotates forward like a Banshee, which lets you get very easy access to the driving or rider compartment to especially hook up the hands. You know, some of these smaller vehicles make it a little bit difficult to get the hands actually connected. You know, they'll fit, the figures articulate just fine, but us human huge figures getting in there and making the connections is a little bit difficult, but not here at all. And those little handles he's holding onto are able to rotate around their axes there. So that just all works out quite well. This comes down right to here, stops in that spot, has a little bit of forward rake to it, you know, doesn't come down all the way. This is a nice bright silver metallic piece, the same pieces that are used on the underside, but here in silver. Instead, it's a pretty nice build, has the proper color scheme, goes together really well. Like I said, the only thing that's missing, in my opinion, is just that print for the console. Otherwise, works out pretty well. Let's take a closer look at the figure. Now, this is actually just a recolor of that standard level of Banished Brute. He's in kind of a medium dark color of silver for all of the armor as well as the lower legs, and then he uses the kind of muddy mixed dark gray, dark brown clay kind of look for the skin tone, which is pretty appropriate. A little bit of the dark red that's used for the paint applications on the front. Does come with that clip piece. I don't think I saw any place in the instruction where they show you the insertion of that piece into the back, but it works perfectly to hold on to the brute shot. And this does have the ideal, you know, skin tone or fur tone for these guys. So this works out well, and I'm just glad that they didn't do this in a super bright silver like they used some of the really bright silver on the Ghost itself. You know, this is much darker than that. Just looks better at this scale. And I'm also glad that they didn't go with some contrasting color. You know, they didn't bring in something that would go in some other scene. This Brute goes with the Ghost that's included. So, you know, you don't need to buy anything else to get a proper pairing. I think I like this set a whole lot. It's probably my favorite of the Mega Bloks Mega Construx small Halo sets so far. This and Emil's Mongoose, you know, just such a good pairing between these two. Nice build, a fine figure. I wouldn't have minded maybe $1 off the retail price. This is $10 in the US, but I think it's worth it. I don't think they should increase the price though. I think this is right at the limit of the value curve for something of this size. That's it for my thoughts. Please do share your thoughts and what you think about the set and the figure. Leave a comment down below, and I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks for watching.